Hey, what's going on? This is Andre from AndreSanders.net. Don't waste your potential. This is something I've seen playing semi-pro football, American football, if you're watching overseas, for the last several years, as far as so many athletes that had a chance to go to the next level, maybe play collegiately, play professionally, whether it be overseas or read a CFL, maybe even the NFL, and these guys just squandered it. They hung around with the wrong crowd. They were, maybe the wrong place at the wrong time. I just heard an example earlier this evening from one of my teammates who he said when he went to Oklahoma State, he said the day of the draft, this was a few years ago, the day of the draft, wrong place, wrong time. I think the cops came over to him and I think one of his teammates' apartments or houses, whatever, and kind of find out they found some. Caught him for possession, I think, of weed, and he didn't get a chance to obviously get drafted because NFL teams did not want to have that on the organization as far as that type of situation. Thing is, he wasn't charged himself, but because I guess he was arrested or whatever. Again, wrong place, wrong time. See what I'm saying? I know I've had other teammates that told me in years past that had a chance to go to this big school or that big school, but maybe, again, because of grades, they didn't take it serious enough, or, again, just wanted to hang out with the wrong crowd, got in trouble, and it was squandered. Not saying that they did not have a chance to make up for it, but, it's sad to say that, they gave up. See what I'm saying? I mean, yes, you're still playing the game, but it's pay to play when it comes to semi-pro. And I saw this 2 years ago, too, when I used to coach youth football, as far as all the potential for these young kids. And the thing is, they just didn't really want it bad enough, unfortunately. They had all the potential in the world, but it didn't come to work ethic. I had a couple of them, I'll never forget my last year coaching, that had all the potential in the world. My goodness, I had one young kid whose dad had played in the NFL, and all the potential, all the upside in the world, but his work ethic was poor. He didn't want it bad enough. He wanted to show up come game time, but because of his lack of a work ethic, he didn't start. He got in the game, but he had all the potential to do so much more. And another young kid who was one of our wide receivers in the DBs, same thing. Was really lazy in practice or whatever. When it comes game time, he wants to run around. But the coaching staff and I, at the time, we were not going to have that used. We were not going to have those kids start if they weren't going to put the work in practice. You see what I'm saying? And for that reason, they didn't start. Sometimes there are a couple of games they did not play. And, hopefully it hit home for them as far as like, if I don't work now, I will suffer later on. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to, squandering your potential. Go out there and just make the use of it. You might not see big time results right away, but you're slowly being consistent with your actions every day. It doesn't have to just be in sports. It can just be anything in life. You being consistent, trust me, over time, being consistent, persistent will outwork the immediate talent that somebody might have every time. Not saying that a talent is not useful, but if it's just all talent and not really no work behind it, then it is useless. I hate to say that, but it's just being straight up. So again, something to keep in mind with as far as your potential. We all have it. It's something in any area, whatever profession. This is time just to go in this rope sleeves and get to work and take advantage of that. And other than talk about potential, actually making it come and manifesting it. You see what I'm saying? So if you got value for what was shared here, I'd love to read your comments below or like and share this video. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.